Shamai, hello. Let's get back to it. Right. This might have to be a bit of a short one. Nothing too short, maybe just half an hour. I'm preheating my oven and I want to get back to it before my house bursts into flames. I believe it's always important to throw risk into these things, you know? It adds to the excitement. Now, what the fuck was I up to? I'm certain there was something I wanted to do. We spoke to Maria. You want to talk to me on the machine, on the gauntlet runner. I've had a natter with Barton. I've had a natter with Maria. Heis May, me and him are tight as fuck. Hulkenberg maybe.
What do you think? Hmm?
Yeah, let's have a chat with Hulkenberg. 'Cause goddamn, Maria wants to talk to me again. Oh, fuck. I think it's time I spent some time with Hulkenberg. I feel like I've been neglecting her a little bit.
Are you free?
What ought we do today? Whatever the specifics, 'twould be prudent to use our time in improving our chances and building our strength. If you've the time, shall we continue our training? You know, despite Stroll's little outbursts the other day, he's been quite diligent in his training since. Aether, you can't fall behind now. I want to train some more.
Speaking of...
Ah, but I recall our practice swords were broken. Shall we go and buy new ones at the capital's weapon shop? It would be a simple thing to teleport there, yes? Hell yeah. I'm glad we found some sturdier sparring swords. Hopefully they shall win me some measure of redemption for the other day,
Listen!
On the authority of the Knight's Order, your crimes shall be repaid with death. Oh, an execution there. That voice, is that Rodanth? You remember, he's my former comrade that we met before. Do it. Do it. Hole? Well, if it's at Hulkenberg, I'll ask you not to interrupt my duties. This is your duty. What Knight Commander presides over executions? That does seem like a bit, like, small. Like, not small, but, you know, cannot meat and potatoes for someone so important.
Speak no more.
It is only right. Those who would do this nation harm shall be punished. What is he accused of? Yeah, what did he do? What's this man do? What exactly has he done? Treason. This fool, a petty officer of the military police, slandered the honor of the Royal Knights. That's not treason. Fuck you. Honor? What honor? The Royal Knights of today are honorless. You've forgotten any oath to the throne. Now you're just dogs barking on command. You insolent, bring me a whip. Hanging is not enough. You can't be serious. This insolence is why you would have him killed. This, after all the trifling sinners you sent to the gallows, righteous fury rings false from a hypocrite's mouth. Hulkenberg, did you like execute people? I mean, I suppose she did as a knight. I guess that's nothing like too... I guess that's something like we probably should have kind of expected. Now, die, Dishonorer. Writhe like the maggot you are. Oof. At least he didn't get whipped. Oh fuck, we can hear him swinging. Yeah, at least he didn't get whipped, but it's hardly a small, consideration, as a man still got fucking hung. Treason's only reward is death. Therein lies atonement, whether for the knights or the people. They could kill me for any reason they liked.
Rodanth.
This is beyond outrageous. You've authorized nothing less than public butchery. Maintaining the capital's order is the knight's duty. It is only natural that we punish those who spread lies.
You...
Have you sold your soul to the Sanctists? Were you blinded by the prospects you'd win by their coronation? It hardly matters who takes the throne, as long as the Royal Knights still stand to flank it. This, you see, is the role of one who has risen to the post of Knight Commander. One's burdens are different from those of the freewheeling and the frivolous, like yourself.
You cur.
You infinite coward. I don't know why that tickled me a little bit. You infinite coward. You poisoned toad. Is this the shape of your so-called loyalty?
Whoops.
Bold words. One would almost think you and your friend seek the hangman's noose yourselves. Yeah, try it, fuckboy. Try if that's what you'd like.
What?
A4, no, if something happened to you. I see your whelp hasn't learnt to hold his tongue. Pity stays my hand today, but there will not be a next time, Hulkenberg. Dinkelberg.
Tis wrong.
Power is not a tool to torment and kill the innocent. It is meant to guide the weak and vulnerable, that each and every one of us might live together in a better country.
Apologies.
Aoife, I apologize. I've forced you into my troubles again. Yeah, he's the fucking dick.
Listen.
He's the one in the wrong here. All the same, I'm glad you are here with me. Who knows what would have happened had I been alone? Somewhere in my heart, I had expected he might still understand me. I would account such blind faith among my weaknesses. Should it ever be me who strays from the path of virtue, I only ask that you remind me of my purpose, under any circumstance. Can I entrust this to you? I can sense Hulkenberg's virtuous sense of purpose and deep trust. I assume if she ever wants to execute someone, I have to stop her then. That sounds like that's what she's asking of
You
me.
have given me such strength.
Ooh, increases inheritance slots for the knight's lineage to 2. Excellent, okay. So we'll inherit a second one for Hulkenberg in a moment.
The truth is,
I am partly to blame for Rodant's brutality. No, the day has already left me exhausted. We'll speak more of this some other time, away from prying ears. Who the fuck's that listening then? The man behind Hulkenberg. I feel like I've seen him before. Do we recognise him? Do we know him? Is that the man who robbed my Gria stagger? From Kakulas. Back to Martira Tavern. What next? Is when I can visit at night. Can I visit Maria? That would be... If I could visit Maria, that would be
It's
great.
time.
We're finally leaving this place tomorrow.
What do you...
It looks like Maria's busy right now. Wait, what the fuck was that?
What?
She has a little explanation mark. Oh, is it just because I haven't checked on it in a while? Oh, it's up because it updated a synopsis, I suppose. That's... Okay, let's increase our courage again in that case. We meet again. Fancy a jump? Raise your courage a little? I've prepared an extra special rope just for you. Feel free to give it a go, but you'll dive better the more courage you have. Yeah, let's give it another crack. I'm still gonna fail, but hey, it's gonna increase my courage nonetheless.
Hey.
Are you sure you can handle this? I can see your legs trembling. I'm gonna fuck up again, I know I am. My die has been cast, my fate is set. Wait, am I committing? Nope. Oh my god, I did it! I didn't think I'd do it. What's that? He dove off with his back to the ground. Oh, but he's falling surprisingly gracefully. I didn't think I would do it. I thought I'd fuck up again. Wow, impressive. I enjoyed watching that, so I wanted to give you something for making my day. Go on, take it. I sense that jumping off such a big high place has increased my courage.
All right.
Is that be enough to take me to... Oh, I need to go up one more level before I can chat with Rita. Gallagher and I discussed the test of courage as we made our way back to the others. And it increased
Time
my...
marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
I've seen the state of the race with my own eyes, ladies, gents, and mad malcontents. If you wanted an update, here's your chance.
Hell yeah.
So far, we've mostly seen gauntlet runner skirmishes and dueling mayhem. Now it's time for the real thing. Sounds like we've lost a few candidates already too. Poor bastards went after something too nasty for their head hunt and got themselves head hunted. We've got some candidates who have outright given up. No confidence. Can't blame them against these odds. And some others have bought and sold out of the race.
Come on! That's a bit unfair, isn't it?
I suppose money's power like anything else. Military strength's not meant to decide this race anyhow.
The question is, what's our final head count going to look like? Lots of unknowns left, people, and we'll not know the truth until the exhibition. A little bird told me one of our contenders has made a bold play in Martira. They might not even come out of it with a head.
What are they scheming then? Let's hear some details.
Sorry, chums, I'm just the crier. Can't speak for any one candidate in particular. Luckily, you'll not have long to wait now. With all that said, can't help but wonder how Count Luis is taking this. Can we?
I am curious, he's not even involved in this whole competition. I mean, this competition doesn't even really decide anything, does it?
My sources say he's not bothered with any of this. He's still gallivanting across the land, killing humans.
You know, at least he's being useful.
And yet, even without a formal entry, Luis's voter base is still growing. Bound to have his eminence Forden grinding his teeth, that. For now, let's enjoy the show!
Hell yeah. We lean back, get comfy.
Right, everyone. Farewell said. Particulars packed.
All that remains is to ride to Oceania with pride in our hearts.
Where's Heisme?
Watch out, Luis. You won't know what hit you.
Well then, off to the races, what? Old Barden's giving me a detailed map of the area.
Sounds like quite a journey. I hope it won't be as bumpy as last time.
Oh no, it'll be a sight smoother. But you've got wings. What are you fussing for?
Oh, there it is. Should have known the fatigue would hit eventually. About time I got some sleep. Heisme, why are you on my bed? You're positively miniature, man. There are plenty of other places fit for you to sleep.
Oh, he's having a little nap.
Yes. Splendid. Just magnificent.
What is he dreaming about?
I hope you've no designs on taking my bed. I have cut men down for less.
With friends like these.
Now then.
Next is Port Brilehaven, the capital of the Principality of Oceania. If we punch it south out of Martira, we'll make it in, I'd say 3 nights, 4 days or so. Ooh. Oh, Katarina's, hey, that's a pretty looking place.
Whoa!
Katarina's, gauntlet runners up ahead. So that's Port Brilehaven, the capital of the Principality Oceania, a flourishing trade port known for its liberal, free-spirited atmosphere, home to an ocean breeze and infrequent tempest.
Oh, hey!
What sort of place is Brilehaven exactly? 'Tis a large city of prosperous commerce, due in no small part to its oceanside proximity. I envision droves of people will pour in for the exhibition. Or the people delayed by the landslide might still be showing up. Keep an eye on the road, okay, Neuris? Why, I never. Who do you think you're talking to? Leave it to me. Next stop, Port Brilehaven.
Leaving behind the old castle town stricken by tragedy, the Gauntlet Runner sets off toward the exhibition of the brave. Their destination, Port Brilehaven, capital of the Principality of Oceania. A world unknown to them. What will they accomplish? Acclaim? Or...
Can
I can hear you. Nurse's voice is echoing out of the runner phone. If you're hurting for things to do, hop on over to the lounge. I fixed the plant culture chamber so you can grow seeds if you've got them. Thanks to Nurse, you can now use the plant culture chamber in the lounge. Use it to plant any seeds you have. Thanks to the magic of Igniter, your crops will be ready to harvest the very next day. 3 days until we reach Brilhaven. Okay, where's this? Is this the lounge I'm in now? The lounge. Oh, pantry.
Oh.
There's some Badao meat and red grass. I wonder who left them in here. I could use these for cooking. And where's Eurus? Oh, this must be it. It's the plant growing device Eurus invented. I should be able to plant something here. Next to the device there are some seeds. If I plant these, maybe they'll grow.
Isn't that...
Heroes fruit seeds. I've heard these are really rare, and that adventurers have been taking them home for ages, trying to follow in the footsteps of heroes. We have some seeds, why not plant them? They'll grow into something usable with some tending. What should we plant? Heroes fruit seed.
Yep.
Let's pop the heroes fruit seed in there then. First wet the soil, then sow the seeds. Also, these prefer more sun, so keep the soil covering to a minimum. I tended the plants with warmth and care. I spent some time planting seeds with Gallica. I'll check back later to see how they are.
The party sets off for Martira.
Oh.
As they watch the setting sun sink under the horizon, their gauntlet runner arrives in a land grown thick with trees.
I didn't think that would take the day.
Retreats to safety before the sunlight fades, leaving only deafening silence.
That's not a good use of the day.
That follows a journey's beginning swells in their hearts.
I'm a bit gutted, I'm not gonna lie. I think I would rather have cooked. But now we know not to do that again. We learn.
Oi!
Have you heard? There's a bath cask on the back deck now. I've heard enough whinging about not being able to bathe, so I whipped something up. It's not elegant, but it'll do the job. No doubt it would shake too much to use while travelling, but it would be lovely to enjoy a soak when we're stopped.
Speaking of,
I've heard that in certain regions, fruits and grasses are added into bath water to relieve exhaustion and strengthen the body. Should you encounter such items, perhaps you ought to consider a purchase. Thanks to Neurus, you can now use the bath cask on the back deck. Not only can you acquire Madge by using it, but you can also add various bath salts to the water to improve your abilities. I have some bath salts, I think.
The breeze feels nice.
We've got 3 more days on the road. I can tell you're feeling stronger these days, but it's still too dangerous to go outside at night. Oh, they're both ready to talk to me, huh? First this Sandflash business, next the Salty Sea Breeze. I see I'll have to take some extra care with drive maintenance. Well, don't you look intrigued? Well, you needn't fret, lad. Just leave this one to me. This part's the most fun.
Hey.
Hey, you looking for something to do? My weapons are as sharp as they're going to get, and I'm not up to much. Care to keep me company for a while? By recalling the past and planning for the future with Stroll, maybe I can hone my imagination. Should I spend time talking to Stroll?
I see.
Not right now. I thought... And that'll be imagination as well. Well met. I don't suppose you're overburdened with free time as I am? I'm certainly no stranger to travelling, but I've no idea how to spend idle hours. If the idea appeals, might we talk a bit? No, I don't want to do that right now either. Where's Heesme? Maybe I should just cook. Oh, and you want to talk about imagination too, huh? Hello there. I've got together too much time on my hands. What say we take a little rest and talk a moment? No traces of enemies around by my eyes. Peaceful for now, which means we get to have a little break. I don't want... No.
If so...
I thought you wanted to talk to me on the runner, my dudes, but... Or maybe you're just not ready to talk on this particular day. We'll cook. We'll get this request thing done out of the way. Whose handwriting is that? There are notes here about new potential recipes. Of course, Heisme. Fair enough. Want to make something? If so, we should try to have everyone teach us their culinary specialty. We need to make something that uses milk. So the benevolent bread. Let's make 2 of them then.
Alright.
Isn't that a dish from Heismay's hometown? I'll go get him.
Now then.
I've heard tell that you mean to cook with dough today. In that case, you are right to summon me. Dough is a most delicate ingredient, and those who lack experience often go afoul of it. But you are in luck today, lad, for I was raised in the grain belt, and our dough shall rise to my standards. Legend. Love this fucking guy. I followed Heismay's lead and began kneading the flour into dough. Oh, that's not how I thought this would go. That's kind of oh, okay. Okay, I thought he was standing directly on the dough. He has put a wet tea towel over it, which is, I guess, a bit better. I legit thought he was just stomping on a big square of it, but it's underneath it. Allow me to demonstrate the proper technique, like this and that. Ha. Why do you idle? Come, show me your convictions. Ha.
Don't lose focus.
There is no time to rest. Should we err in either time or heat, all our efforts thus far will be for naught. You take this shit pretty seriously, huh? Wow, we made the fluffiest bread I've ever seen.
In days gone by,
I present to you the taste of my hometown with this benevolent bread. Prepare yourself. You are not ready. Heismay and I cleaned up the kitchen. Time really flew. Benevolent bread.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
That reminds me.
We'll arrive in the Ocean City the day after tomorrow. Heismay, you've erected a tent up above, haven't you? Do take care that you don't get carried off by the wind. Oh, has he put it on the top deck? I'm confident it will take more than that to pull the tent apart, though I suppose some caution is warranted.
Speaking of,
Worst case scenario, you've got wings. You could just fly back to us, no? Our young friend, where did you hear Ugief are capable of flight? I hate to disappoint, but they're rather more for gliding. I should poke my head up there then. In 2 days, we'll be in Port Brilehaven. We've really gotten used to all this travelling, don't you think? Let's go check on Nearest's little notebook. There's laundry. Oh, the Oceania entry. The handwriting is hurried and haphazard. The old man had a hunch about the tomb northwest of Brilehaven. Wasn't there a cursed cemetery there? The one where the victims of that epidemic were buried, it says. If I'm around Brilehaven, I should keep an eye out for this cemetery, in case there's a relic there. Yes, sir, you got it. Can I fast travel while I'm here? No, guess not. Makes sense. So let's visit, let's pop into the pantry real quick. Rock beans and gauntlet shrooms. Engine room corridor, that's where I just came from, right? Pantry. So let's go visit the top deck. This should be where Heismay set up his tent, right? Oh my god. I just realised we're in a forest. This looks super cool. How crazy is this? We're really going for it, huh? They didn't have to go this hard, but I'm so glad they did. This is awesome. So if that isn't the way to the tent, I guess it's the one in the, like, I'm gonna call it the living room? Whatever room this is. You used to have your little tent here. Can I come in? It was shaping up to be such a pleasant morning until I was forced awake. If you're tired, you should sleep. Simple as that. No sense defying the natural order of things. I was having such a pleasant sleep. This, man, So cool. I can't wait to see like more and more people get... Oops. I thought I was going to try and take a swing at that moth. But I got too eager. Courage then, I guess.
Hey.
Hey Aether, good timing. I was about to do some maintenance on my weapons. If you've got the time, why not join me? It's as refreshing for the mind as it is for our battles. Maintaining my weapon may help me improve my focus during a fight and hone my courage. Do you want to hone your weapons with Stroll? I do.
Well then.
Right, let's have a look at your blade then.
Got a moment?
I think I'm getting ahead of myself here, but after things settle down, I'd like to live without the sword. I admire the idea of a world where monsters and senseless violence don't exist, where nothing is taken from you by others. That's why, one day, I want to restore my ruined hometown to its former glory. And not just mine, all the ruined hometowns.
Hey!
That's a nice idea, Stroll. Seems pretty out there, but once I'm king, you never know. How about you? I shared my plan. Let's hear yours. What'll you do when the fight's over? Yeah, I want to give you a hand with that. Why not? I'd like to help you with rebuilding. Are you serious? I'm a bit relieved to hear it, tell you the truth. I've got to get stronger. Even if the village gets rebuilt, it's all for naught if it's attacked by monsters again. I want to be strong enough to rid this country of monsters, not leave it to a spineless army and its incompetent generals. They only have the power to kill those who oppose them. They have no desire to protect their people, just like Luis. Corruption is everywhere. Corruption always takes hold.
Yeah.
I agree, but seeing the state of our country's army, I'm all the more glad you're our captain, truly. You've resolved to stand on the front line of our fight, so it's only right that you lead. Huh. Our fight, I say. Forced my way into your mission.
Hey.
I envy you sometimes, you know, to act with such conviction. How does one become so bold? I mean, yeah, it takes me a little bit to kind of decide on things. I'm always second-guessing the decisions I make.
No.
I do have the moments where I waver. I suppose we all do. But you manage to keep a cool head when you do, unlike me. That's why you're our captain. All this to say, I have faith in you. We've more battles ahead, and I'll be counting on you to get us through them. In the end, the king will be determined by what the people think of as justice. They're free to make their choices, and so is the one being chosen. I wonder who will end up being after all this.
All right.
Anyway, this sword's shining like new. Let's finish this up. Caring for my weapon has fortified my will to fight, as well as increased my courage.
Now then.
Hey, there we go. Rank 3 courage, finally.
Courage.
Courage. 'Tis one of the virtues a ruler must possess. If thou aspire to true sovereignty, kindle the flame of thy courage to ignite the hearts of thy people.
Why, that's...
A conqueror needs that precious kindling with which a follower's passions may be inflamed. I spent some time with Stroll, honing our weapons.
Nura speaking.
This is Nurus. I've got something on the old girl's radar, so we'll be taking a short stop. Is this a gauntlet runner?
The city ruins come to view.
Oh.
This place once flourished through the excavation of magla crystals by migrant workers. The work was hard, but the miners were hardy and spirited, and the promise of riches lured many here. In its time, it may have rivaled Brylehaven. However, the promise of strong magla drew forth the humans. As tragedies climbed, it became a ghost town. Now only the threatening glimmer of the crystals remain. And with the promise of abandoned riches, followed the thieves. For some reason, though, they all seem to scurry home empty-handed, gripped by fear.
Whoa, that's a great-looking city, or ruined city.
This is...
'Tis truly a harrowing sight. Look at all those crystals. Simply coming here is enough to wound the soul. A chill settles into my very bones as I consider what could have occurred here. You out there, Stroll? Does it remind you of Halia or Halia? Something wrong, lad? Did the gauntlet runner get the best of your stomach again?
No.
No, sorry. I was just reminded of something unpleasant. You
Everything
good, son?
okay?
Are you okay?
Right.
Yeah, sorry to cause you concern. I know what destroyed this village. I've no doubt about it. This is the work of a human. Indeed, the scars left upon this place differ from the traces left behind by monster attacks or acts of war. Right, I don't know if the magla crystals are what attracted the humans here, or if the attack caused them, but my hometown will eventually... Stroll. Huh? I'll make no assumptions about what runs through your mind, but I would ask you to recall the time when we cut down the human at the castle and saved all those lives within.
That's why.
Do not allow your thoughts to dwell on negativity. The day will come where both this place and your homeland will flourish once again. Heisme's such a fucking G. Holy shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I suppose you're right. I think we all need a homie like Heisme in our lives. I feel like I'm coming face to face with the cruel decline of the village has deepened my wisdom in its own way.
All right.
Wisdom's crawling up nicely.
Hey.
Ugh, my stomach sends notice that our next meal is overdue. Why don't we head back? So I guess Nearest can read the room when he wants to, huh?
So,
let's put this place behind us.
Here.
By the by, I made another drawing. This picture will bring viewers no joy, but is an important sight to document nonetheless. City Ruins drawing. I'll take the drawing with me to ensure I never forget what happened here. And I'll give it to Maria.
As the sun sinks below the horizon, the Gauntlet Runner arrives in a land dense with trees. The glow of the Gauntlet Runner pierces the dark, warmly enveloping them in its light.
I like that Katarina's Gauntlet Runner's getting like further down the road, because obviously she's going in the same direction as us. I like that a lot. The day after tomorrow, we'll be in a real maritime city. I bet we'll be able to see the ocean soon. First time for both of us. Right, because I've preheated the oven, this is where I'm going to end this for now. So I'm going to throw some food in, and then eat, and then I'll be back to record more. So, thank you for watching. Bye-bye.